SST College of Arts and Commerce. You're watching SST Edupedia. I am Assistant Professor Varsha Savlani. In this video, we are going to learn functions of HRM and human resource planning. Functions of HRM is nothing but the sub-departments of core department called Personnel Department or Human Resource Department. The core departments, the criteria which are related to staffing, training and development, compensation, administration. So first is HRP, Human Resource Planning. In Human Resource Planning, the companies are analyzing how many number of employees they required. As per the requirement, the companies are creating the vacancy in the market. Then employee socialization. It is very much important for the organization that employees should be socialized. We should not be just work oriented. Job analysis. Job analysis is further bifurcated into job description and job specification. The job analysis gives the values such as knowledge, skills, experience, then what all the things the employees should do in the organization. Recruitment. Recruitment is nothing but it's a hiring process wherein how the employees need to be hired from the various different sources such as internal source and external source. Then selection. Selection is nothing but choosing the best candidate from the applicants, those who have applied for the job. Placement. The right person should be selected at the right place during the right time in the organization. Onboarding. Onboarding is the part of SHRM, Strategic Human Resource Management, wherein the existing employees helps the new employees at least for 1 year to adjust with the environment in the organization. Then transfers. The people, those who are having a good experience and they are far away from their residential places, so the companies may give them the transfer. That is a one case. The another case is if the employees are well experienced and companies are opening up the new branches, so the existing employees get the transfer even along with the promotion to handle the new subsidiary, to handle the new branch of the company. Next, promotion. Promotion is nothing but placing at the higher place. Giving them the promotion means existing position से higher position पे place करना along with the authorities as well as the responsibilities. These are the functions which are relating to core staffing. Talking about the training and development. As the candidate is selected in the organization, he or she became the employee of the organization. So the companies first need to give them the training. How to work, what are the duties and responsibilities they need to fulfill. The very first day of training is called induction training or orientation training. So employees need to be given training about the organization, about their products, about their services, about their number of branches. So all these are the information the company should give to the new employee. Management development. It is the responsibility of the management people, those who are especially at the top level management, they need to give the opportunity to the existing employees to have the career development in the organization. Career development is nothing but growing in a specific career. Then performance evaluation. Every organization under HR department has the performance evaluation. Evaluating each and every employee, their strengths, their weaknesses, accordingly the promotions and compensation is decided. Transition planning. That is, if we need to give the transfer, if we need to give the more authority and responsibility, we need to do planning of the existing employees. Talking about the next, compensation. Compensating is nothing but giving them the salaries, wages, incentives as per their performance. Motivation. The companies are giving the motivation to each and every employee The motivation in two terms, monetary as well as non-monetary. Monetary motivation are purely in terms of money, and non-monetary motivation in terms of awards, rewards. These are the different ways of doing the non-monetary motivation. Then wages and salaries. The workers are allotted wages and the employees are getting the salaries on a monthly basis. The salary includes the basic salary, house rent allowances, DNS allowances, traveling allowances, and certain deductions if any company's provisions, provident fund, and so on. And net salary has been decided, which every company need to keep it concentration that they need to give the salaries on time. Next, job evaluation. The companies evaluate each and every job what that employees need to perform on a specific designation. Then pay and benefits. If employees have achieved the targets, the companies may give the extra pay in terms of bonus, in terms of incentives, in terms of special incentives also, and other benefits. Next, discipline. There is a proper system in the organization where employees are working at the standard performance. Resources allocation. Which are the resources are required to each and every employee in the different departments to perform their job. Payroll. There is a third party system in many organizations. So the companies are appointing certain employees on payroll system. Then bonus and incentives. The workers are being allotted the bonus and the employees also are achieving the target, especially the salesperson and other designations in the organizations are getting the incentives if they are able to achieve the standard performance which are set by their superiors. Next is administration. The administration department looks after the basic criteria, the basic amenities which each and every employees are expecting from the organization, such as safety and health measures. As the workers are working in contact with the machinery, the company need to think about their safety. The company need to think about their health. Then employees relation. The management should have the good relation with each and every employee in the organization. No employee can feel isolation in the organization. Labor relations. The management should have the very good relation with the laborers because the laborers also given the participation in the meetings. They have the practical knowledge. Then grievances. If any employee has a complaints, so they can put forth risk management, social security. Nowadays if companies are working 24/7, they are giving the different facilities like pick and drop facilities. Especially to the women employees, they are taking the safety precautions, welfare facilities such as drinking water facility, canteen facility, proper hygiene. Next, record keeping. Each and every employee's record is being kept in the HR department in the software called Human Resource Information System, HRIS, and personal audit. There's a concept called HRA, Human Resource Accounting. In that human resource accounting, how much the companies are paying the salary, how much the employees are coming up with the profit, so it is measured. So even the HR department needs to do the audit of the personals. How many number of employees are there in the organization, unka bhi audit hota hai. These are the in detail sub departments of HRM. So if we take the core out of all these functions, out of all these sub departments, these are the core functions of HRM. Like selection and hiring, it's nothing but recruitment and selection. Core HR, which includes the various policies such as welfare facilities and other amenities, health and safety measures, compensation policies, tasks and processes, what are the duties and responsibilities has been allotted. Training and development, each and every employee need to give the training and development. Then performance appraisal is nothing but the performance evaluation. Compensation and benefits is nothing but the salaries, wages and other special incentives. Leaves and attendance, how many casual leaves, sick leaves are allowed to each and employee per month basis. It has been informed at the time of selection. Then employee self-services. Now every company has a software wherein employees can take the services, can inform to the superior with the help of a certain software. Talking about this topic called HRP, Human Resource Planning, which we have saw in this function of Human Resource Department. This is the very first step called Human Resource Planning. The company needs to plan how many number of employees they require. So human resource planning has a process. It includes certain steps. It includes certain stages. And it's a continuous activity. On an ongoing activity, the companies need to analyze how many number of employees they required. So the in process, the very first is analyze the environment. The company need to analyze the internal environment and the company need to analyze the external environment. The external environment includes the pestle analysis. The internal environment includes the SWOT analysis. That is strength, weakness, opportunities and threats of the organization. And the organization, those who are working in an economy, uska pestle analysis, political factors, economic factors, socio-cultural factors, technological factors, all such we need to analyze. Then accordingly strategic planning. Because कोई भी human resource, कोई भी employee free में काम नहीं करेगा. The company need to pay them. So strategically the company need to think of how many number of people we require in our organization. So accordingly they need to do the planning of human resource. Now in human resource planning, the company need to forecast how many number of human resource required, how many number of human resource are already available. So they need to do the comparison. Say for example, if a company required 1200 employees and if the company has 1200 employees, means the demand and supply is equal. तो कोई टेंशन नहीं है. The company need not to hire, the company need not to terminate any employee. If the demand and supply is equal, that is अगर एक कंपनी को 1200 employees चाहिए और 1200 employees at present हैं, so demand and supply is equal. But when the companies are actually doing the comparison, and if the company required 1200 employees and the company has 1230 employees, that is the 30 employees are surplus, ज़्यादा हैं, surplus of workers. तो क्या करना है उस टाइम? उस टाइम various different strategies, retirements, then layoff, downsizing, restricted hirings, ये सब ध्यान देना है कंपनीज को कि ज़्यादा एम्प्लॉयज़ और नहीं चाहिए, ऑलरेडी सरप्लस है. तो या तो जो एग्जिस्टिंग एम्प्लॉयज़ हैं, दोज हु आर ऑन द वर्ज ऑफ रिटायरमेंट, उनको बोलेंगे VRS ले लो, वॉलंटरी रिटायरमेंट ले लो. बिकॉज एज आई सेड, जितने भी एम्प्लॉयज़ हैं कहीं ना कहीं वो कॉस्ट कंपनी का है. कंपनीज उनको हर टाइम वेजेस, सैलरीज पे कर रही है. सो neither it should be surplus nor it should be shortage. Other way, if the company required 1200 and if companies are having 1140 employees in the organization, means 60 employees का shortage है. उस टाइम क्या करना है? रिक्रूटमेंट करना है, सिलेक्शन करना है बेस्ट कैंडिडेट्स का, ताकि एग्जिस्टिंग एम्प्लॉयज के ऊपर वर्क प्रेशर ना आए. So neither surplus nor shortage, it should be equal. How many number of employees are required? It should be equal. That is what, if there is a equal, no action is required. If there is a surplus, retirements, downsizing are required. If there is a shortage, recruitment selection is required. That is what the entire HRP, Human Resource Plan. Thank you.